They had it, then let it all slip. A layup missed. A buzzer beater surrendered.
Stagger to Buddy, three, missed everything, Harden with the rebound. And
A playoff spot was fumbled on the final day. Now the Warriors are stuck in the play-in, clashing with Memphis just to stay afloat. Steph's hurting, Butler's limping, and Draymond's body is running on fumes. Meanwhile, Steve Kerr is making bold calls with a shortened rotation and no room for error. Did the Warriors just run out of gas at the worst possible time? In this video, we're breaking down all the details about the chaos that went down on the NBA's final day. Hit that like and subscribe button for more NBA content. Let's get into it. The Warriors had the 6th seed in their hands and fumbled it. Losing to the lowly Spurs? Unforgivable. Letting Harrison Barnes rip their hearts out at the buzzer? Brutal. Then came Sunday, a win-and-in game against the Clippers. Instead, they got beat on the glass 42-25, turned it over 17 times, and watched Draymond blow a wide-open layup with the season on the line. Steph dropped 33, but also coughed up 8 turnovers. The Warriors had chances. They just blew them. And now, no top 6 safety net, no week of rest, just the play-in pressure cooker. Their last 5 games featured 3 losses, all of them avoidable. All of them are costly. That's what happens when a veteran team plays like they're already in. They now face a Grizzlies squad that's itching to play spoiler, and still remembers the playoff battles from years past. Golden State could have been chilling with the Lakers on the other side of the bracket. Instead, it's win Tuesday or spiral fast. And for a team this old and banged up, the margin for error just vanished. Next up, the injuries that are stacking up fast. The Warriors aren't just limping into the play-in metaphorically, they're literally beat up. Jimmy Butler dropped 30 against the Clippers, but caught a hard knee to the thigh late in overtime and left the locker room limping. He says he's playing Tuesday. We'll see. Curry's shooting hand is wrapped. Draymond took a shot to the neck and needed a locker room trip before returning. Both Curry and Green played 38 minutes. That's a heavy load for 2 guys who've carried the franchise through deep playoff runs year after year. Add in the mental strain of blowing their shot at the 6th seed, and this team is running on fumes. Draymond can downplay it all he wants. We're not senior citizens, but the body doesn't lie. Butler's thigh matters. Steph's thumb matters. Even minor mobility loss can be the difference between a dagger 3 and a momentum-killing turnover. They're heading into battle bruised, tired, and with no time to recover. And there's no backup cavalry waiting to save them. Which brings us to Kerr's most controversial call, his benching decisions. Kuminga didn't play a single second against the Clippers. That wasn't heat of the moment. That was a choice. Kerr told him at the walkthrough. He was out. Same with Guy Santos, their best plus-minus guy. Kerr's reasoning? We've found a group we're comfortable with. Translation: the rotation's tightening, and there's no room for slip-ups. But leaving Kuminga on the bench entirely? That's a big swing, especially when he's dominated Houston, the team Golden State could face if they survive. He's scored 20-plus in all 3 games versus the Rockets this season. His athleticism is tailor-made for that matchup. Kerr may be thinking short-term, defend the Grizzlies first, then worry about fit later. But the risk is real. If someone gets into foul trouble or Butler's thigh tightens up mid-game, suddenly that tight rotation looks like a trap. Kuminga's confidence could also take a hit, or maybe it fuels him. Hard to know. Either way, the decision is bold. And if the Warriors lose Tuesday, it'll get second-guessed for a long time. And that could spell disaster against a Grizzlies team that knows exactly how to push the pace and the pressure. Want more NBA content? Subscribe and hit the bell icon and never miss an update. This isn't just a play-in, it's personal. The Warriors-Grizzlies have history. There's playoff beef, back and forth chirping, and big game scars on both sides. And Tuesday's clash is shaping up to be another war. Ja Morant dropped 36 last time out. The Warriors had no answer. Payton was out, Kuminga too. Only Butler slowed Ja on a few key switches. That job will fall to Payton now, assuming he's healthy enough to handle it. But the real swing piece, Jaren Jackson Jr. If he stays out of foul trouble, Memphis can hang. Last time, he had 2 silly fouls in the first quarter and spent most of the game on the bench. The Warriors built a double-digit lead during that stretch. By the time Jackson came back, the damage was done, and Butler baited him into foul number 6 late. Steph, meanwhile, cooked them for 52. With Jalen Wells out, their top Curry defender, expect more of the same. But Memphis plays with speed, physicality, and no fear. Because if the Warriors lose, it only gets messier. Let's talk play in chaos. Lose Tuesday, and it's panic mode. The Warriors would drop into a do-or-die elimination game Friday against the Kings or Mavs. Both are flawed, but both are dangerous. One cold night, one hot opposing shooter. That's all it takes. And if Golden State survives that, congrats. You've earned a date with the 68-win Thunder, on the road, with 1 day of rest. That's a nightmare for any team, let alone one that's dragging physically and emotionally. It also means facing a brutal bracket. Denver, the Clippers, and OKC, all in the same half. There's no rest advantage, no time to reset. It's chaos basketball every other night, and your core is already banged up. That's the cost of late season slippage. Beat Memphis, and you face Houston with 4 days off. Lose, and it's survival mode every game for 2 weeks, just to earn the right to play the real playoffs. The play-in isn't a stage for legends, it's a trapdoor. And the Warriors are standing right over it. And just when you think it can't get any crazier, Sunday proved that anything can happen in this league. Let's zoom out. Sunday was chaos. Every team played. Every seed in the West was up for grabs, and the results flipped the playoff picture upside down. Golden State lost in overtime. Denver bulldozed Houston. Minnesota held on. The Clippers outlasted Steph's fourth quarter fireworks. Every game mattered, and every result reshuffled the deck. And somehow, Chris Paul quietly played all 82 games at age 39. In San Antonio. On purpose. Elsewhere, Kyle Kuzma dropped 22 in the first quarter, then ghosted the rest of the game. Bub Carrington hit a miracle game winner for a Wizards team actively tanking. It was absurd. It was classic NBA. And it left teams like the Warriors on the edge. One more made a free throw, one less turnover, one missed call. That's all it takes to change everything. Now Golden State faces the consequences. It's not about who's best on paper, it's about who shows up when the lights are blinding, the legs are shot, and the margin is 0. And now, that chaos spills directly into Chase Center on Tuesday night. No more margin, no more excuses, just survival. They slipped out of the top 6. Key stars are banged up, the bench rotation got shaken, and now they're facing a win-or-regret showdown with Memphis. Behind that, a brutal do-or-die path through the play-in just to reach the first round. There's no more margin, no more hiding. Now it's about grit, urgency, and how much this team has left in the tank. In the end, it's time for you to answer. Can Golden State survive this mess? Or is this the end of the dynasty's grip on relevance? And if they fall short, who's to blame? The roster, the coaching, or the front office? Drop your take in the comments. Hit the like and subscribe button, and we'll catch you after the play-in fireworks.